Hello, EnteiTainment here. My name is Daniel, welcoming you to another CSL video. This is going to be a post-com due to some sort of extreme circumstances. I was not ready for this match because I had a pretty chaotic end of the week. I was test taking and then I was traveling. As some of you may know, I am on my break, so I'm back in my room. So I was not prepared in any way for this match. I didn't have a team, so I was just like, all right, I'll just forfeit it because I had company over and yada yada yada. So I forfeited it, and then he came back later in the night and was like, do you still want to do this? And I was like, okay, sure. So I didn't have a team, so this team is actually borrowed from Zwoops. I don't know what she was thinking when she made this necessarily, so I can't really go into detail about it, but it was an interesting team, I guess, and we tried to make it work. But this is against Abda and his Hydro Cannons, the Calgary Hydro Cannons. I don't really know how to say his name, but I'm just gonna post narrate it so you can at least see the match and see what happened, and then I'll just do the usual stuff going over the score sheet and what we need to do to get to playoffs. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. I didn't really know what his lead was going to be. I did eventually expect it to be the Leavanny. Is that how you even pronounce it? Because nothing on his team really sets up hazards unless he has rocks on his Nidoking. So I was kind of expecting a Sticky Web Leavanny to lead, but I didn't know overall, so I thought Gourgeist was going to be my safest switch, as he actually goes right for that knockoff. Does not do very much since I am a fully defensive Gourgeist, and I do get the burn off on him. So unfortunately here he does reveal the Heal Bell, and I have like no moves to hit this thing. I think I have Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Will-O-Wisp, and Protect on this Gourgeist, so I can't hit him at all. I go for the Giga Drain, does like 4%, and then I just have to stay in and like re-burn him as he goes for a Sticky Web. Here I outswitch, expecting him to Heal Bell again, which he does, and I thought that the Poison Jab was kind of obvious here, so I didn't want to go for it. I was actually thinking if he goes into Ditto now, he's like the realest man on the planet. That was my thought process as I clicked my move, but I didn't think he would do it, or he'd like expect a Rapid Spin or something, but he does make that switch into the Ditto and is obviously unaffected by my Poison Jab. Here I thought, since he just made that prediction, I thought he would like continue because he felt good about himself. So I thought he would Poison Jab, because I have 2 grass types on my team, and Poison Jab obviously hits them harder than Earthquake does. So I thought he would actually expect my outswitch into either Celebi or Gourgeist and go for a Poison Jab, which doesn't end up happening. He just goes right for Earthquake, so he makes like the safer play and just kills me, so that's fine. I go into Celebi here, and I'm pretty sure I set up my rocks as he goes into his Leavanny. I have no switch into this thing. I actually forgot at the time that this thing was part bug. Like, that's how out of my mind I was when I was having this match, so I just was gonna stay in on a knockoff, and I end up obviously dying to an X Scissor because that's quad effective. So I didn't have a switch into that thing anyways, so that was probably my best move regardless. Anyways, we go back into the Gourgeist, take a knockoff and try to burn him again. I do miss, but like at this point I've like lost the game, so I didn't really care necessarily. I was happy to forfeit this match because I knew it took me a while to actually get it, so I don't think I have much else to say about this match. I actually got the clutch pickup. I didn't realize pickup worked like that. He knocked me off and I got his leftovers on the same turn, so that's cool. I had to SD there in order to like have any chance of winning, but we can't take a burn to X Scissor, unfortunately, so that did not end up happening. The Greninja comes out, goes for a Night Slash, which does not take out the Leavanny, unfortunately. I might have had a chance here if my moveset was a little bit different. Here, I have Power Up Punch, so I thought he would go for that to kill my Greninja, but he ends up just locking himself into Waterfall, which is fine. I can go back into my own Greninja now and try to set up. The moveset on this thing is Power Up Punch, Night Slash, Waterfall, and Haze. Haze was supposed to be to combat a Calm Mind Slowbro, which actually does end up coming, but I didn't really have a chance to use it. So he ends up going to the Slowbro here. He can take a +2 Night Slash. Mega Slowbro is a little too fat for that, and he goes for the Signal Beam. So that's going to basically wrap up the match. Lantern is able to take this thing out. I thought he would switch to preserve his differential into like his Nidoking or something. He doesn't end up doing it. He ends up just staying in, which is fine. I kill him eventually, as you'll see here. He goes for Calm Mind, which is pretty scary, but I have the Toxic on him, and he doesn't have Rest, or I would hope he doesn't have Rest and Slack Off. So we do just take him out here. I didn't go for Scald again, and it's a good thing I didn't, because he probably would have just like whittled me down further. But that is going to be the game, because obviously I cannot take a Earth Power from this thing. Maybe if I had been like the berry that reduces ground type damage, we might have had a chance, but I don't even think I could have KO'd him. I wasn't invested in special attack. So that is the game. A little disappointing. I want to apologize for not being here and not like being in the right mindset. I was pretty caught up in midterms. I had like 3 in one day, and it was just so much studying was going on. It was insane. So school takes priority, and then further, as I said, I'm home, so I was involved with my family and with family friends and stuff like that, so that obviously also takes priority. So Pokemon has been like 3rd on my list this past week, which is why uploads have been spotty at best. So I do apologize for that, but I wanted to bring you guys this game just because it was definitely well played by Abda. He didn't end up taking the forfeit. He wanted to actually have the match, which I guess is a sign of integrity or something. So thank you, Abda, for having this match with me. You didn't have to. It ended up being a 3-0, which would have been the same result as a forfeit anyways, so it was just a fun game. I like knew I lost as soon as the Leavanny had Heal Bell, essentially, so it did not end up going well for me, but I will show you guys the spreadsheet now. If we look over at this sheet that we're all familiar with, we will see that I am trying to catch up to Rio. So basically there are how many games left? Is it 3 or is it 2? That's not what I want. Oh wait, hang on, sorry. There are 3, count them, 3 weeks left in the season, weeks 11, 12, and 13. So essentially, I'm 5-5, Rio is 7-3. If you do the math, I need to win these next 3 games, and he needs to lose the next 3 games, essentially, because then I will finish at 8-5, and he'll finish at 7-6. Because I don't think I can catch his differential. I'd need, like, God mode. I'd need to 6-0 a bunch of people, and he would need to get 6-0'd a bunch of times in order for me to catch his differential. So I don't think tying him and exceeding his differential is going to be possible. So I need to actually beat his record. I do have a chance. He needs to lose everything, and I need to win everything. So we'll see if I can get back in the mindset of the CSL. I haven't been here, obviously, as you just saw from that match. That was probably one of the worst CSL matches I've had to date. So we'll see. I don't really have faith in myself, but I won't let that bring me down. I'm going to at least try, and as long as we give it a good effort in these coming weeks, that's all I can ask of myself. So I think that is all. Again, I'm sorry for not uploading. I know it's frustrating, but family and school has been coming first as of late. So yes, I think that is all. Hopefully I'll be able to stream while I'm here. Since I am home, I don't really have like school requirements, obviously, so that will open up my schedule. I might be able to double upload and live stream if I'm feeling particularly dedicated or anything like that. So starting on Monday, hopefully I'll be able to ramp up the uploading schedule in order to make this up to you guys, and then once we get back to school, it'll go back into like hopefully the normal trend. I know it's usually pretty spotty, but at this point the spotty trend is the normal trend, so hopefully it'll go back to the normal trend. Anyways guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, or dislike if you didn't, and feel free to let me know why either way down in the comment section. You can also leave any questions or concerns down there, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day, whatever day it may be when you are watching this. This has been Daniel, and EnteiTainment out. Tower that used to be here, I heard it used to be much taller before it was burned by a fire. Oh no. Oh geez, it's not looking good in here. Burned tower. Oh, there they've got elemental dogs. Okay, well we're definitely not ready for that.